Welcome back, Love Nation. This is Nina. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has been coming to my video. Like this video, share this video, and hit that notification bell so you guys know when I drop my next one. You guys, we have a major case update concerning the It Ends With Us movie. Ryan Reynolds, husband of Blake Lively, has now filed to dismiss his name from this lawsuit. Now, while we all have questions, and yes, we've all seen those Deadpool clips, I am definitely very interested to see if he can actually get his name off of this lawsuit. But I do think, in my own opinion, he might have opened himself up to more scrutiny from Justin's lawyers. And if you didn't see part one of this video, please go back and watch. We definitely went over some key elements. We are going to get straight into reading part two. Again, like, share, subscribe. And here we go. Next section, background. The Wayfair parties have asserted a grab bag of claims against Ryan Reynolds in their FAC, including 1. Civil extortion, 2. Defamation, 3. False light invasion of privacy, 4. Intentional interference with contractual relations, 5. Intentional interference with prospective economic advantage, and 4 and 5 together intentional interference claims, 6. Negligent interference with prospective economic advantage, and negligent interference claim. The Wayfair parties claim that they have suffered no less than $400 million in compensatory damages plus mental pain and anguish and severe and serious emotional distress, not to mention hurt feelings, for which they deserve additional compensation. FAC prayer for relief. Despite its length, the FAC alleges only a few isolated acts by Ryan Reynolds. Now, that, I do not think he should have put that in there, because you're kind of admitting that there were isolated acts. But let's keep going. With reference to the defamation claim, the FAC does not plead a single complete statement published by Ryan Reynolds. The only hint about the purported statements that are alleged to form the basis of defamation claim is the following assertion in page 325 of Justin B's lawsuits. The Lively parties made one or more statements to persons other than the Wayfair parties, including without limitation to the New York Times, to the effect that the Wayfair parties engaged in, permitted, and or failed to prevent SA conduct toward Blake Lively and others, and that the Wayfair parties retaliated against Lively and others for reporting the alleged SA conduct, including by propagating false and misleading narratives about Blake Lively for the purpose of damaging her image and reputation. Only 2 allegations in the FAC even generously match that description with respect to statements purportedly published by Ryan Reynolds. 1. Her publicist, Leslie Sloan, went so far as to say, propagate malicious stories, portraying Baldoni as a predator, a term Blake Lively's husband, Ryan Reynolds, also used to describe Baldoni when he called Baldoni's own agent. Number 2, Justin Baldoni later received word that during the premiere of his movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds approached Baldoni's agency, namely an executive at WME, and expressed his deep disdain for Justin B., suggesting the agency was working with a predator, a phrase that uncoincidentally later appeared in the press and at a later date demanded that the agent drop Justin B. All emphasis added together the predator statements. Apart from those two statements, the totality of the FAC's allegations against Ryan Reynolds are that Ryan Reynolds, 1, demanded that the Wayfarer parties publicly apologize for so called mistakes during production of the film, 2, was present during a meeting at the apartment that he shares with Blake Lively, at which he praised Blake Lively's version of the scene in Justin B's presence. 3, allegedly contributed some writing of his own to the script. 4, admonished Justin B for asking about Blake Lively's weight and demanded a scene be removed from the film. 5, attended a meeting with Blake Lively to address her allegations of SA on set and demanded that Justin B apologize for his conduct. 6, unfollowed Justin B on social media. And 7, included the Nice Pool character in Deadpool and Wolverine that the FAC alleges was meant to satirize Justin B's persona as a woke feminist. Next section, legal standard. In reviewing a motion to dismiss under Federal R. Civil P 12B and 6, the court accepts all factual allegations as true and draws all reasonable inferences to the plaintiff's favor, citing a court case. However, this requirement is inapplicable to legal conclusions, and the threadbare recitals of the elements of cause of action, supported by mere conclusionary statements, do not suffice. Citing another court statement, a plaintiff must offer more than labels and conclusions, or a formulaic recitation of the elements of a cause of action, or just bare assertions, devoid of further factual enhancement, in order to survive dismissal. Quoting another court case. Next section, argument. The claims against Ryan Reynolds fail under both New York and California law. While the Wayfarer parties appear to agree with Blake Lively that California law applies to the allegations in the case she filed, FAC 211, that does not answer what law applies to the Wayfarer parties' claims against Ryan Reynolds. The choice of law may vary by defendant and also by specific claim, even against the same party. See another court case. Under both California and New York law, conflicts rule. A different determination properly is made for each defendant in each claim. To the extent that there is no more conflict between California and New York law with respect to the Wayfarer parties' claims against Ryan Reynolds, the court may simply apply New York law. See case filed, a case cited. To the extent there is a conflict, as there may be with respect to the extortion, false light, and negligent interferences claim, New York law applies to the claim against Ryan Reynolds because New York is the jurisdiction having the greatest interest in those claims given to the Wayfarer parties pled the claims against him in the FAC. The FAC's allegations as to Ryan Reynolds focus solely on conduct that occurred in New York while he resided in the state. New York's interest analysis focuses on parties' domiciles and the locus of the tort and applies New York law when complaint contains no factual allegations linking conduct with any other state. Meeting at New York apartment. Conversation with WME executive at a premiere in New York City. Ryan Reynolds' residence. Whereas here, Ryan Reynolds alleges torts are conduct regulating rather than loss allocating. The law of the state where the conduct occurred will typically apply. Another court case cited. Further, unlike Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds was never an employee of Wayfarer Studios, nor did Ryan ever have, unlike Blake Lively, any contractual relationship with Wayfarer parties, and therefore no contractual choice of law provisions to apply as set forth below. However, each of the claims fail under both New York and California law, and therefore the FAC should be dismissed with prejudice against Ryan Reynolds. Now, I'm going to stop right here because there's a lot to sort out. But even when Blake Lively information came up, it was cited that she even used Ryan to edit this movie the way she wanted, hired Deadpool, I think a producer, a writer, a stuntless person that they know. He was very, very involved in his lawsuit. And again, by him asserting so much into this movie, he might have actually opened himself up to even more scrutiny, because even though he said that he was never a official contracted worker, he volunteered a lot of time, from what we've been reading, to edit this movie himself and rewrite the script. So again, a good lawyer, in my opinion, would definitely bring all of this up, because, even as a volunteer, it seemed like he volunteered a lot of time on even just working on this movie and using Deadpool people to edit it. So like I said, I'm definitely curious about this. We will definitely continue to reading this case for this dismissal. I definitely want to know what you guys think below. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, be safe and enjoy your day. Bye, guys. And we'll be coming back shortly with part 3.